This is a little bit of everything, to be quite honest with you. It's an explanation, mainly an explanation, and a mental health update, because I feel like it's important for me to use this platform for greater good, really. Excusez-moi. People who watch my FIFA videos will have noticed in a couple of them I was very low, very down, and very angry. I mean, I'm very angry on FIFA anyway, but angry to the point of like pure unsolicited rage that was not even because of FIFA. One pass would go astray and I'd be absolutely going batshit crazy. Not very good, but that's how life is sometimes. And it's just I just want to explain and again state the importance of mental health with another video like this. But first, some very good news. I am going to be having in June this year a baby boy. Not me personally, my partner. But yes, very happy. My sperm work. So at some point in the summer, June, July time, roughly, depending on how early baby is, I'm having a baby boy. Fantastic news. I've already got a little boy, Joshua, not biologically my own, but yeah, as far as I'm concerned, as far as he's concerned, he is my own. His dad sadly passed away when he was fortunately too young to know him. So he only knows me as dad, and that's the way I'd like to keep it. People tell me, what do you reckon? Do you reckon you'll love your own child more because it's biologically yours? I was like, well, number one, no, because Joshua I see is as my own, even though he's not biologically. Number two, I've only known Joshua since he was like 1.5, 2 years old. If anything, I'm going to love him more because he didn't give me the sleepless nights as a baby. Obviously, that's a joke. I will love them both equally. They'll both be, as far as they're concerned, my own biological. That doesn't come into it. We've all seen Jeremy Kyle. Biology means nothing. Yes, anyway, back to the mental health. After that, good news. That's probably one of the reasons my mental health has been down, because of just the stress and worry of being a dad, and the pregnancy part is just so hard. My partner's had something called HG. What sickness times 1,000. The smell of food made her sick. Sips of water. That was the only thing she could even possibly keep down. She had to take a big gulp of water with a paracetamol, vomit it back up. It was awful. Anti-sickness tablets. All well and good having anti-sickness tablets. She couldn't gulp the water down, take the tablets, so she threw them straight back up. Wear that one out. It was that bad. She had to go to hospital sometimes, get a saline drip in her arm to fill her back up. It was that bad. So I've been cleaning after a dog, looking after a child, looking after a partner, cleaning the house, going to work. It's been manic. Fortunately, one day, it's the weird thing about HG, it lasts 6 to 8 weeks of the pregnancy. It lasted from end of November to beginning of January, then bang, disappeared. I'm just like, what? It's so odd how it just comes and goes so quickly, randomly, at a random specific time of the pregnancy. 6 to 12 weeks was Amy's. She had it with Joshua, and she had it the same with baby Ingram coming soon. Baby Ingram games getting there. So I've just been constantly wiped off my feet. And another thing, this is the advice part of the video really, where I say I was in a job that I thought I loved. I didn't love it, not one bit. I love the hours of it. I think everyone would love to work 7 till 2, 35 hours a week, Monday to Friday, finish at 2 o'clock on a Friday, and that's it. They got Friday afternoon, all day Saturday and all day Sunday to themselves. I was like, loving life, get in there. Nah, not the case. I love the hours. I hated the job. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. Partly their fault, not my fault. I just wasn't for me. I love driving. Thought I'd get a driving job. Not for me in the end. No problem with that. So I've gone back to where I used to work, the home of where Hamburger, for those of you who watch Sander Burger on my Sheffield United career mode, came from. The home of where all my happiness was, but my time working there was a lot of negativity in my life that was going on. Bad loss of my grandma, example. Loss of a close friend, another example. Lost, like, just sad times working in such a happy place. They brought me up when I was down. But where I used to work up until a couple of weeks ago brought me down while I was already down, and it brought me down to a new low. but not anymore. I decided to take a break, and it's like the stars aligned. I didn't decide to take a break because I have this annoying, unhealthy habit again regarding my mental health, where I force myself all the way into the ground, and never accept that I want a rest. And my partner, she had to tell me so many times, like, look, it was Tuesday a couple of weeks ago. Tuesday evening, I come back and I was like, I was walking around like, I was just low, depressed, whatever. And she was like, look, if you go to work tomorrow, I have no sympathy for you. You need to give yourself a break. You need to accept you need a break. To which I was instantly, my thoughts, and this is where I was wrong, and this is where I hope you understand this as well regarding mental health. You are not weak, and I've learnt this over the past few weeks. You are not weak to need a break from work. You are not weak to accept that you need help, and I did. And look at me now, I'm better, I'm tired, so that's probably why I'm not like jumping around like a twat like I usually am on FIFA. But I'm better, and I sound more happy. Well, I am. I'm much more happy now because I needed that rest from work. Had a rest, and I felt better for it. And then during that rest on a Sunday, I went to have a carvery at the pub I used to work at, the Elm Tree at Heath, what I now currently work at again. I was there and I was like, I miss it. I miss it here. I miss working here. I miss the people. It made me happy. Oh, God, I wish I could come back. My missus goes, babe, message them. Message them. The worst they could do is say no. It's coming up to a busier period. Obviously, January, February is a bit quiet, but it'll get busier. Message them. Just see. No harm in messaging. You're off work sick anyway with stress at the moment, as it is. Message them. So I did. Feeling quite low still. Messaged the owner. I said, hi mate, bloody lovely carvery, by the way, lovely. I regret leaving the Elm. I left the Elm for family-friendly hours, but my family don't see me looking very happy or friendly, because I'm down from the job I'm working in. If you've got a job going, I'd appreciate it. I did that on the Sunday, and Sunday night, last thing, just after he finished his shift, the owner said, absolutely mate, will do. Me not expecting, I just put in the message like, look, I know it's quiet time now, but you know when it gets busier, summertime, I'm expecting a job around Easter. 48 hours later, the Tuesday after the Sunday that I went in for the carvery, got a job, full time, permanent, ring me. That Tuesday, someone handed in their notice at that very pub. The person that replaced me 8 months prior was just there temporarily until a pub that he was like in the process of making himself was opening. Could not believe it. I'm like, right, yes, get me on board. Got the job, handed in my notice at my old workplace, done civilly in both ways. My old workplace didn't need to know. If they watch this and know now, fair enough. I owe them nothing, they owe me nothing. All very good. All very happy again. The absolute weight that lifted off my shoulders once I handed in that notice there and got my provisional start date, what is Tuesday, as I load this probably on Friday. No, it'll be Saturday or Sunday this weekend, so I'm starting there Tuesday. The weight that lifted off my shoulders knowing I didn't have to go back. Relief. I was a supervisor. I mean, I could do supervisor at the job I'm at now, the pub, but the supervisor, I was a driver, and I had to look after 8 other drivers, and everything was just put on me, and as well as everything going off at home. I think I'd have stayed where I was if things were going off at home, but the problems at work were amplified because I was worried about home, and then I was going to work almost to get away, but then I was just as depressed at work in a van that was quite simply in truly shocking condition. And I feel so much better and relieved now. I don't regret anything I've done in my life, or I worked in a care room. They looked after me very well with my mental health. But it was absolutely not the place for me. Those old people, seeing them dying slowly, practically, was a really depressing atmosphere that didn't help my mental health. And the family hours at this job that I'm going to work in now aren't the best. But they've got look. I answered the phone to the man that the owner of the pub, and he said, "Look, I'm not even going to put this job application up. If you want this job, I'm not even going to advertise the job. It's yours. It's yours." I was like, easiest job interview ever. Son of a bitch, I'm in. Working there, I'm back. It's very good. I did one shift last week covering a sickness, but my provisional start date isn't till Tuesday. My provisional end date of my last job was a week or so ago. That I didn't have to work because I was self-certifying sick for 28 days for stress. And everything I did was by the book, legal, all well and good. So that's why I feel happy to make this video, because I did it all properly. I worked there. I had a break because I was stressed and I needed it. I needed my mental health and my help. I got it. I found out. After long deliberation, I was like, what's wrong with me? What is wrong with me? I took a step back. What again, like I say, do it if you need to. I felt like I couldn't. I felt like I was letting my old employers down. And then my missus rightly went, fuck your old employers. Or any of them, in fact. You owe them nothing. If you need a mental health break, take a mental health break. You don't owe them anything. You've done them a favour. You've gone in, I probably paid 2 hours a week, unpaid, every week, because I'd get paid from like 7:30 till 2 or something. Was my hours I got paid for. 32 and a half hours a week. I'd probably do 35 hours a week because I'd get in at 7 to get there early, sort of thing. And I never got paid for that. It was hard work, it was stress and whatever. I don't mind that. It was help out the drivers, and the drivers were nice people. I like the drivers of the company. I was happy to help them. But yeah, it was stress that I didn't need. And then my missus finally just said, like, look, stop being a people pleaser. And that's my biggest flaw. I am a people pleaser. I was like, yeah, but the boss will be like this, that, and fuck what the boss thinks. Now, that's why I got that no fucks given attitude. I sent a message and I said, look, I'm not coming in. I need a rest. And I took it. And that's where I want to sort of make the main point of this video. That's my story. And I hope that inspires you. But don't get it twisted. There's a fine line. I worked myself into the ground, and my missus practically forced the handbrake up as I was in the car, metaphorically, and said, "Like, look, let's stop now. Break, take a bloody break, man." So I did, and fantastic news that I did, because I had time to sit back and reflect. I said, why am I down? What's wrong with me? Why am I feeling depressed and low? Why am I feeling stressed? And I could be like, family life, no, that's better now because Amy's feeling better. Yes, I'm worried about baby, worried about if it's going to be healthy. And then I was like, the eternal dread looming over me is, I know I've got to go back to work. And now I don't have that dread. And as soon as I found out the Elm had a job going, I took it. Weight lifted. And that is what I mean. And that is my lesson of the video, if you like. Never be afraid to make a big decision. I made a big decision to leave the Elm and to go to the job that I had for about 6 to 8 months because of the family hours. I thought, oh, that's a perfect job. And for the whole time I was there, first couple of months, okay, yeah, very good. Take time to settle in. It's all right, this job. I mean, the hours are great. Yeah, great hours. Hours are great. What else do you like about the job? The hours are great. What do I love about the job that I'm back at now? Half of my mates are there. I play football with them all on Monday night. Kept in touch with them all. Kept close with them all. The boss is absolutely phenomenal. Supportive, friendly, lovely atmosphere to work in. Shit hours, but I'm happy. And my missus, when I come home from work, will see a happy boyfriend. The lads, once I get home from work, will see a happy dad. Instead of me coming home from work, yes, I'll get to spend time with them, but when they see me, I'll be there miserable. Nah, not right. So I took that decision and I made it. And that is my lesson and thing for you. People pleasing doesn't work. I tried to please my old boss by going in early and whatever. And I tell you what, they've already got another job application up. You know, as they do. All employers Now I've handed in my notice. I know another woman there handed in her notice. They're already looking for people to hire us. They'll not find anyone as good as us, because we were very good at his jobs. But we didn't get no thanks for it, and they'll be hiring for someone else the next day. So why should I bother? This is where I say the lesson learnt is take a break, take a step back from your job, from your family life, from everything, if you feel that's what you need. I didn't. I just carried on working, worked myself into the ground, into a mental slump, leading to a meltdown in front of my old employer, leading to a meltdown in front of my partner, leading to almost a meltdown in front of the bloody camera. Take that rest, take that time, compose yourself, look at your life and think, what do I not need in this life that's bringing me down negatively? The job I had was, so I eradicated it from my life, and I've started a job that made me happy, and I'm happy again. I'm not filled with dread like, oh, it's bloody Monday again, great, back to work. It's Monday again, day off, got pub shut on a Monday, Tuesday, great, back to work. Love working here. I work weekends sometimes, what obviously I don't like, but the time I do have off, I'm enjoying and relaxed. I'm at work tomorrow, sound. Just be happy. Do what you need to do to make you happy. And I can't thank my partner enough for making me realise that. Your employers owe you nothing. Take a step back if you need that mental break. But like I say, don't cross the line. Don't just have a break. Don't just Skype because you fancy it. I didn't fancy it. I was desperately trying to work, desperately trying to get money in for my family. And she was like, look, take the sick pay, because a healthy and happy you is more important than a rich you. I wasn't rich, far from it, but yeah. I don't want you to be bringing in loads of money. I want you to be bringing happiness and healthiness. And I've took a step back. I start my new job. I've took a couple of weeks unpaid after I handed in my notice between leaving there and starting my new job. And now I feel much better. Might not have earned as much money as I could, but that's fine. That's okay. That's good. So yeah, that's my life lesson on Kingram's TED Talk. Listen to your body. When you feel you're ready for a mental break, take it. Don't think, oh, but your employer legally cannot sack you. And if they do, sue them. And they did everything the right way. They were disappointed with me resigning. Of course they was. I'm shit hot. But they accepted my resignation. They had to. It wasn't right for me and my mental health, and I stated that again in my mental resignation. And I also stated in my resignation, I need part-time. Turns out this isn't part-time, but it feels like part-time. Never told a lie to them. Did everything the correct way. If you do everything the correct way, there's no problems. Don't make a dick out of yourself. Focus on your health. I focused on mine, and it's made me a lot better. Thank you so much for watching this. There's going to be more videos coming. In a couple of days, I'm going to be slagging off Boris Johnson. In the next couple of weeks, someone left a comment on my FIFA video saying, where's COD? COD is also coming in a couple of weeks when I've got time to record it. So FIFA's going to continue to come daily. There'll be more of these chatty videos. Obviously this one with great news. I've got one uploaded. I've got one set to be uploaded in a couple of days. Just basically a debate. And the debate is called, is Boris the worst Prime Minister this country's ever had? Spoilers, yes he is. More conversations to come. If there's anything you want me to talk about, let me know. Any specific mental health tips you feel like I could give. I like to think I've gone through enough in my life where I can give mental health tips. But yes, thank you so much for watching this update. My focus on my mental health. The good news about me having a child. All very good. But that's just a sort of an update in my life and what I've done to improve my life. And hopefully you've learned something from it as well and can focus on your mental health. And take some advice from me. If you can, I've done my job. If I've helped someone, I've done my job on this platform. Also, in the comments down below, the AM podcast, my good friends Alex and Owen, or Mez as he's known, in the podcast, have started a new podcast. Check it out. It is funny. It isn't the sort of thing I do. It's different, but it's variety, and it's fantastic, and it makes me laugh. I don't very often laugh at loads of different things, but well, I do often laugh, like chuckle to myself in my head, but I've laughed out loud at some of their videos. They've only done 2, and they're both absolutely fantastic. Check them out. Thank you so much indeed for watching. Like, subscribe to Kingdom Games. Like and subscribe the AM podcast. Thank you for listening to my mental health struggles, supporting me, and I hope you can take some advice from this. Cheers. Take care. Love to you all. Bye bye.